Futurist Nick Badminton joins me now with some predictions for the year ahead. Nick, it's always good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
All right, prediction number one. Will there be increasing tension between these tech giants like Facebook and Google? We've seen this play out in 2018 and various governments.
Yeah, so we've seen the heat turn up on the big tech companies. They've lost a lot of value in their stock, and we've seen like the president of the US attack Jeff Bezos. We've seen the Senate attack Mark Zuckerberg, and there's an underlying reason. It's because these are the people that could step into politics in the next few years. So it's a bit of a warning shot across the bows of the big tech giants, who can come in either as lobbyists, which is very likely, or even running for the presidency, which, you know, Mark Zuckerberg is president in 20, 25 years.
Well, who knows, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you think that these companies like Facebook, are they going to face greater regulation in the year ahead, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of, you know, really cooking themselves badly right now. They're making terrible decisions. They're putting terrible business models around. We're the product now, and they're not giving us any power as part of that solution. I think that, you know, consumer empowerment is going to have to be handed over to us from the tech giants.
All right, let's move on to prediction number two for the coming year. You talk a lot about smart cities.
Yeah, we know the conversation about smart cities here in Toronto all too well, but you know, who owns us, who owns our data? Once all the technology's in place and all of the partnerships are in place, who are we in the smart city? What value can we get out of it? Because it can help us live better lives. It can help administrations work out how to optimize the running of a city. But really, we're the consumer, we're the people in there that's creating value. There's going to be some handing back of that power again as well.
Yeah, when you talk about that, are you talking essentially about privacy, that cities are going to be able to tap more and more into our smartphones, see where we are, what we're buying, what we're doing, and who's got the right to that information?
Yeah, absolutely. So why can't you and I actually have access to that information and have more sort of micromanagement around what parts of the information we're willing to give away? Why can't we earn money from that information as well?
Okay. Prediction number three is economic protectionism.
Yeah. So as artificial intelligence comes into society, and we've all touched it every day, if you've touched email, whatever, it's going to come into more jobs. It's going to start making certain jobs, algorithmic work, unemployable. You know, people that are drivers and self-driving cars, people that work in stores when the stores are no longer going to have cashiers.
It's just crazy. We're looking at a few examples here. I know in the news earlier this week, we were talking about a robot teaching itself to play Jenga.
Yeah. And AI is at the point where it can learn any of those games because they're very narrow problems to work out. The AI ethics is what business models do we wrap around the technology, because it's the business model that changes the world. And I see a world with humans and the machine, but that's really going to be worked out.
All right, finally, prediction number four, you talk about education.
Yeah, so I have a really good friend that started one of the very large tech companies down in Silicon Valley, and on his first day, 250 people started on that day. Now, that's one of many locations around the world, so you can assume 1,000 people maybe started that day. Where are you going to find the talent? You're going to find them in school. You're going to find that people like Google and Facebook, Amazon, whoever, they're going to start academies. The kids at the age of 10, 11, 12 are going to be groomed to be workers for these large tech companies.
You think it's going to come from these companies rather than, say, the public education system?
Yeah, I kind of think that the public education system doesn't work that well when the kids want to get into these careers very quickly. It's a little bit too slow. Tech companies, people like Elon Musk and alt schools down in the States are starting to have new ways of education. It's going to change the world.
All right, some interesting stuff as always from futurist Nick Badminton as we look forward to the year ahead. Nick, thanks as always.
Thanks so much.